Right, here we'll talk about the draw tab. Right now, what's in here in the draw, what we can do with the draw tab, whether like is it the same thing or without using draw tab, can we do it using the insert tab and using the shapes and the pins, like you can use the shapes, right? You can get the lines and so on. You can try out making shapes. But in the draw tab, what's in the draw tab? When should we use the draw tab? Right, what do you think?
To draw.
Right. Okay. Now, right now, just a minute.
We can use it for like signing.
For signing, no, not only for signing. Right now, when you want to create your custom or your own diagrams or images, yes, signed documents, and then right, if you want to what do you say? You have to make your own images, annotate. When you have given a document, if you want to annotate, or you want to sketch diagrams, right? Or if you want to write math equations, right now when you were doing like in the home tab or sorry insert tab equations, we showed you how we can write the equations and then convert into a word equation. Like therefore, using your mouse or the touch screen or a digital pen, digitizer, how would you create sketches, graphs, or write your own diagrams, or draw your own diagrams? Likewise, you can do it. Right now, there are specific tools that you can use. Right now, this is what you call see. You can see the select, right? Select, and then this is what. Now this is lasso select, right? And then this is eraser. Now these are the different type of pens, right? Now you have pen and with the different colors and then highlighters, right? Now pencil. Right now likewise you can see you have different. And then if you want you can draw ruler here. And then from the background, like now, what you want the background, right? Like if you want to draw, let's say if you want like to create a document for someone to start learn how to draw, how to write letters, right? Likewise, then you have the different sizes. Then you can create the document. Let's say now you have seen these right now when you were toddlers or like when you're at Montessori level, like when you start learning, start writing, when you start writing, then you had to practice letters, right? So we use these like lines and then using these we practice, right? Now can if you can remember, so such a thing also you can generate from here, right? Now additionally, right now remove the format background. Let's say now here if you want to draw specific shapes using the ruler, like you can place the ruler, enable the ruler by clicking on this ruler button, and then you can move the ruler wherever you want, and then using your mouse scroller you can rotate it as per your own decrease right now whatever you want. And then here you can see from here, like let's say when you if you want to draw a specific line, specific thing based on your requirement. Right now from let's say at this angle this much, and again like let's say now like this, and then you need to connect that in like you need to right now have this in this is 19 right now, when it is 0, right? Likewise if you want to draw specific angles or something, or if you want to do any specific diagram, that you can try using this. Therefore, you can try designs, different diagrams, or else you can write whatever you want. You can draw, and then you can erase it, right, using the eraser. And then when you have drawn something, let's say now this is the line that I have drawn. Now, if you want to select it, like using the lasso select, you can quickly select it, and then you can resize it, you can change it, you can adjust it accordingly. See? So, likewise, you can do it. Right. And that is what we can do using this draw tool. Right. Now, other than that, now you can see we have some other options as well. What are those options right now? Ink to shape. Right now, if you have, let's say, this is the ink that I have. Now I want to convert this ink to a shape. Right now, how can I do that now? Now I want to convert this ink to a shape. Then how can I do that? Right now, from this I can say ink to shape, and then now I can move this as one shape, and then you can see once you convert ink to shape, you got the shape format here, and then from here uh, we can do the changes as the way you want, right? Now, likewise, you can try out these. And also, here we have drawing canvas, ink to math also there. Ink to math means right now here, if you want to write something like we have tried previously, now and the drawing canvas, if you want, you can create a canvas for you, and then from this canvas right now, you can start drawing like it's just like a placeholder. And then there's something like now, let's say ink replay. Right now, how this ink replay works. Right now, just try out now how this replay is working. Right now, when you have different drawings, right? And then how the ink replay is working. See? Right now, for what purpose we can use this, and then when to use this, likewise, you can try out. Therefore, nothing much, but sometimes important. Right now, here, if you want, like as you said, if you want to have your, let's say, your signature or something, and then you can insert into your document. Like if you want using your mouse, if you can do it, or if you have digitizer open, like you can do it. Like you can draw the signature, and then you can add it to a whatever place where you want to do it. Right. Like sometimes this draw tab is missing, like maybe like now in all of your computers, right, the draw tab might not be available. In this situation, if the draw tab is not available on this ribbon, what you should do if the draw tab is not enabled or not visible in the ribbon. So, yes, right now one student has sent a message. Right, then you can go to customize the ribbon, and then from here you will see the draw tab is not selected like this. Then you will not see the draw tab. Then what you have to do, right click, customize the ribbon, and find out the customized ribbon and go to draw and click OK. You'll be able to get it, right? Right, quickly try out. I'll give you 2 minutes for you to try out this. Right, in the design tab right now, we can, based on the document you are creating right now, you can apply a theme for the document, right? Now, what is a theme and what happens when you apply theme, that we have to discuss here. Right now, from this tab, we can apply themes and we can change the colors of the document or the font styles, like, and then we can have the paragraph formattings, and you can have the customized page borders. Right now, you have the paragraph spacing, page borders, page colors, watermarks, right? So this is very important for you to create professional looking reports or notices or create certificates or whatever the documents using the design tab. Right. Now, here the basically here you can see the left side you have the entirely. Right now, you can select a theme. Right. Then, once you select the theme, according to that particular theme, you have the different document formatting. See, these are the documents formatting based on the theme that you have selected. Right. Therefore, what is a theme? Right. Then, what do you mean by selecting a theme from here? Or how to switch between themes? Or how to reset into a different theme? Likewise, now. Right, now we can see. Right now, let me select right now. Now, let's say we need some text. Right now, and let's say have a title also, what you call ABC Technologies. ABC Tech. All right, now let's say, now here let's see what are the different themes right now we have here. Now, if you select a theme, right now, how to apply a theme right now? Let me select one from here and then right now let's say now here we have not formatted this document, right? So you can see so that's why here it won't appear right now. So let me change this into the heading one. Okay. And then these are paragraphs, no, anyhow. Right now these are paragraphs, right? Okay. And so let's go into the design tab and then let's select the theme that you want to select. Let's have another heading as well. Intro. We'll change this into heading 2. Heading 1. This is heading 1, no? Heading 1. This is heading 2. And this is, you can say normal. Right, now let's have it like this. Okay. Okay, let's go into the design. Now you can select the different styles and then see how the font styles are changing for the given formattings, right? Right, then from here, like once you select one, and then from here you can say we have different um, formattings are available. Right now you can select the different formattings that what you feel like, which is more preferred. Like you can say different font styles and different colors and different shadings, different layouts. Likewise, you can select the one you want. Right now, these are inbuilt themes, right? So we are selecting one from the inbuilt themes right now. These are the inbuilt themes. Then we are selecting one from the inbuilt themes. Right. Now, if you want, you can have your own customized versions as well. Right now, how can you use? Then you can change the colors right now. Selected the theme and then you want to change the colors into that same this. And from this, you can see how when you have the different color sets and how it looks like. And you can change it. See, the same thing like you can change it to different fonts and different colors, and you can customize. You can select a built-in theme, and thereafter you can customize the way you want. That is also possible, right? So, and then you can have the then paragraph settings also you can select paragraph settings. Right now, no paragraph space or the compact or the tight, open, release, double spacing. Likewise, then you can select whether how you want to have the paragraphs, right? And thereafter, right now, what is this effects does right now? Try out these effects right now. What are these effects and then how it changes? Right now, I'm gonna select glossy, and then you can see how it impacts on these shapes right now. You can change the colors and then you can try out. Therefore, you have the theme color right now. Then when the color changes, right now, when the color changes, you can see right the document right now the readability of the document increases, right? And the appearance of the document increases. Therefore, you cannot use all the colors, and sometimes every partly will not be matching for this one, right? Sometimes if you use yellow color for this one, right? Sometimes this might not match. Right now, this is not visible, like rather having a different color, like they are based on your preference, based on your requirement in the document context. You can decide on your own, right? Right, you can try changing the fonts, changing the paragraph styling, colors, fonts. Right now, then finally, like if you want, this is the custom version right now. This is the version you want. You can change this into set as default. Once you click this as set as default, now this would be the default format. Right. Right. And then if you want, if you have done any changes, you can do the reset for the themes as well, whatever you have done. And if you do not find the exact one you're looking for, if you have downloaded any other themes, then you can browse for the themes as well. Right. Then, right, in the paragraph spacing, what you can do, see the compact. You can see when you move the mouse over there, you will see the formattings available. Right, in the compact, no before spacing, after 4 points, line spacing set as 1. No paragraph space, no before, after, line spacing is 1. See? And compact and tight. In the tight paragraph spacing, what you have? Before 0, after 6, line spacing 1.15. Open and released. Double. Right now, if you want, you can have the custom formatting as well. From here, you can set. Right. Right. Then let's say the watermarks. If you want to add a watermark into your document, let's say if it's a draft version, you can have draft watermark here. So you know the document has draft. If you want, you can create a custom text as well, and whatever you want to have. Let's say test. You can have a test. See watermark as well. Like if it is, if you want to change the color or the font, those also possible here. If you want to add a picture also, you can add a picture as well. If you have no watermark, then you can select no watermark to remove the watermark as well. So these are the predefined watermarks available that you could use, or else you can create your custom watermark. Or if you have applied already watermark, you can click on remove watermark as well. Right. And then from here, we have the page background colors that you can set. See, right now, some documents you have seen that like You can have the background color set, right? Now that can be done using page color. And using field effects, you can select the different textures, right? Now you can select a different texture for this document, right? Likewise, or if you want, like you can have a gradient as well by selecting different colors. Let's say I'm not good in setting the colors. Likewise, you can set the different colors, right? Gradients, therefore under field effects you can have right now. See, right now, the based on the document, right now, based on the like if you are creating something like with the horizon or something, like you can come up with light colors than this, or likewise, you can select the way you want the like now late sunset. Likewise, you have different options, right? Now daybreak. Likewise, you can see you can do it based on these options. You can change it. Right now, whether you want to have horizontal or vertical, diagonal up or from the corner or from the center. See? Likewise, you can change it accordingly as per your requirement. So remember these are options are available and this is where you can find those. And finally, you have the page borders. We have already discussed about this. If you want to apply page border now, you can select page border from here. Simply you can apply page border. If you don't need, click none, click OK. If you want a page border with 2 lines or 3 lines, that's also possible. You can do it. Right, you have to just select. Like if you want only left and the right borders, you don't need the top and the bottom borders. You can remove. Then it would be left and right borders. Right now, sometimes you might think, okay, I don't need the two sides and I only need these two. Likewise, then that's based on your requirement, your preference. You can select as the way you want it. You have the 3D options and then the custom. You have the custom options as well. And then from the custom, you can select the lines or the arts if you want. Likewise, then you can create your own wedge borders as the way you required, and then you can customize it. Right now, for the timing, I'm going to say none. Right. So, try out these watermarks, page colors right now, and everything. And then, try out quickly. Then you can create your own, let's say, newsletter or invitation or birthday card or cover report or whatever as an exercise. When you are free, you can do it. I'm not gonna spend time on this because you guys are not responding. So I'll give you 2 minutes time for you to go and touch, change these and see how it looks like. Right now, let's try to quickly create something like this. I will give you 5 minutes for this. Otherwise, you will not try these ones, no? And send me. Everyone has to send me image into my chat. Otherwise, I will remove you. Try this one and send me quickly. Right now, here in the layout tab, right now, this is where like you can configure or define the page setups, paragraph layouts, and the what else right now, number of columns, orientation, and all the things you can define here. Therefore, from here you can set the page margins, orientation, paper size, and if you want, you can divide into columns, and you can insert the pages and section breaks, page breaks, and you can control the paragraph indentation and spacing, and you can have the line numbers, and you can learn how to add the line numbers and position and align the pictures and shapes, and how to arrange multiple objects at a time. Right now, when you have multiple objects, which one to bring front, which one to bring put forward, backward, put forward, likewise, and then the alignments, and these things are under the arrange tab we have. Right then, right now, first we'll see what are the things we have here in the margins right now. Beforehand, let's go to the design and then page color, no color, right? Okay. Now we are in the layout. Now margins, right? Now margin. What is the margin? Yes, can someone tell me what is the margin? What do you mean by the margin?
Is
Margin
it
is the
like
one
the
type
border?
of
It's like the border. Okay, what else? What are the other answers?
there's a space the
Yes, spaces. Yes.
creating
Now,
gap.
yes, space or the gap or the empty spaces surrounding your documents. Right. Now you can see here. Now in this document, right now, here if you consider right now, here this is this area up to this point and up to this point, and from the from if it is the end of the document, right now this area, right now only you will be able to type like something like in this kind of square, right? Now, the other area, the outside, the empty space defines, like you can call as the margin, right, in your document. Right now, rather doing this, you would have select a shape here like this. Okay, now let's say only within this blue color square or the rectangle, actually not a square rectangle, you can type, you can do whatever. And then this area, the rest of the area, here this area, now this is the margin. That means you keep the space right now in your document. This area is the space that is defined by the margins right now. You can see in the margins here you have normal, narrow, likewise wide, likewise Microsoft, likewise you have predefined standard set of margins. Right. Then if it is a normal, right now, why when to use the normal tabs right now? Like now when to use those right now. Likewise, you need to have an idea. Like if it is a scientific document right now or a scientific report that you need to create, you may ask to use the rest, whatever the given margin formats. Right now, if you select normal, right? If you select normal, now this is the normal formatting. Right now, if you open the normal formattings right now, you can double clicking on this also. Right, you will be able to get the page setup. By double clicking, you can get the page setup. Right now, here we have set the normal margin. Right now, normal margin. Right now, you can see here the top. Right now, here also the same thing. Right now, when you select this, you can see top 25.4, left 25.4, bottom 25.4, right 25.4. That means this is left, right, top, bottom. You use the same set of 25.4 millimeters. That means what? 2.54 centimeters. That means 1 inch. Therefore, from all rounds of the document, you keep 1 inch space. Therefore, this could be used for standard reports, essays, letters. Likewise, then you could use for like a single page documents, right? Right. If we are binding this, right, if you want to use it as a book or something, then right now when you in the halfway through or in the middle of the book, sometimes in the very this part of the right now in the this part of the content might you might not be able to read easily because of the it takes some space right now to bind the book. No? Therefore, this would get binded. So you might not be able to turn and read the content from here sometimes. If it is a larger book, sometimes you might have experienced that already. Right. So this is where you need to consider. Right now, the normal means here, if you set the normal around the document 1 inch. If it is narrow, if you want to have more space, right now, that means if you want to keep more space for the document, right now, you want to utilize the maximum use, then you can say narrow. If you use a narrow margin, right now, let's say narrow. Now you can say previously this is the normal, right? And this is the narrow. Like now when it is normal, let's have a outline here. Then you can see, here this is where we had ABC, right? And this is how we had the normal, right? When you set it as narrow, now you can see here it reduces space, white spaces. Right now, we have the spaces like now narrow, half an inch, now half an inch. Now the space is now half an inch. Right now, here this is where we have now. See, we don't know about the border yet because we can't see that much. Right now, half an inch. Right now, previously we had 1 inch. Right now, we have only half an inch. Right, narrow. And then we have moderate. In the moderate level, what you have right now in the moderate? Moderate. Right now, top, bottom, the same size, and the left, right has reduced. See, now different spaces. And then when to use this narrow. Narrow is for right now we use for maximum content, right? And moderate. Right now, if you want to have like create a business type of documents, you can go for moderate because from the left right you keep only very let's say 1.91 centimeters, right? 75% from an inch, right? And then a top and bottom 1 inch you keep the space. Right now that is the moderate. And then you have wide, wide documents. Right now you can see top bottom 1 inch, top bottom 1 inch where left right 2 inches, left right 2 inches. Then right now, then this is where you can use for right now. Then keeping this for the right side is not required at all. If it is for, let's say, document binding or something, like if you have require white binding or side notes or something, then you can use this. But right now, if the binding is happens only at the left side, there's no point for keeping this space in the right side because you can type only very less amount if you use white, right? And then mirrored. You have the mirrored. Mirrored. What is the mirrored? Right now, then if you're using double-sided printing, then you have to use the mirrored because then the top bottom space is 1 inch and the left right spaces changes accordingly. Because inside outside it changes based on the printing. Because if you are using double side printing or double side books, right now booklets, you better use the mirrored margin. Right now, let's say now you want custom margin as well. Right now, this is not what you want. So you can go to custom margin. Right now when you are creating the custom margin, you can select top how much you want, right bottom how much you want, and inside outside likewise you can see right how much you want the spaces. Right now, apart from this, like now let's say this is a normal layout. No? If it is a normal layout, 25.4, 1 inch for all the sides, no?
Sir, excuse me.
Yeah.
Sir, inside outside mean left side and right side.
Yes,
Am I right?
yes. Yes, yes. Right. And then
Isn't it?
here, right now, even in this document, right now, we are going to set for like 25.4 means 1 inch from this. From left and right also we need to keep 1 inch space. And also you notice that right now you may need like now this gonna be right now you're gonna uh, put into a let's say you need to bind this book. You need to keep this as a book. You need to bind it, but single-sided pages printed. Or then you need to bind this book. Then you need to have some space for the binding, right? So you can say, okay, for the gutter also, okay, I need another 10 millimeter. Another 1 centimeter you're going to keep for the left side, right, gutter position. Right now you can click and right now you can, apart from the margin, it will keep another space, few spaces right now for the gutter as well. Right. Now the gutter. And then right now here in this document right now, if you want to change this will release. Right now this currently disabled. Otherwise in your one you will see right now you can set the gutter also change the position. Sometimes you might see that you are binding from the top or left, right, likewise from the down. Then that you can set the gutter position as well. And you have the portrait or you have the landscape versions right now how you want to have the landscape, right? And then if it is now previously I have set the mirror margin. That's why this is disabled. Right now, when I said normal, right, you can say left. Right now, if I increase the gutter size into another 20, right now, then you can see here this is the gutter space that I have set. Right now, then apart from the margin, that how much space you need to keep for the binding, right? If it is happen for the top, you can select the top or left. Likewise, you can select, right? And then whether it is a portrait document or the landscape document, likewise, you can set. And then if you want, you can apply only for the selected part or the entire document that you can select. And thereafter, if you want, you can set this as the default formatting. Set this as the default formatting. Right. And also, this is how you properly adjust the margins accurately by defining the millimeters or the centimeters or whatever the used units. Right. And also, if you want, you can see from the ruler also. When you have enabled the ruler, right? When you have enabled the ruler, sometimes the ruler is disabled, then you don't see. But like double clicking on this corners, you will be able to get the page setup, right? And if you have the ruler enabled, right now from here also, you can customize. Right now, this is the margin now. See, now you can change this. See, you can change the margin. And like this, you can change the margins. Right now, I have. Right now, likewise, you can change the margin. See, and then you can, by adjusting, you can change the margins. Right now, so like this also, you will be able to uh, use in the ruler also. By enabling the ruler, you can set the margins. Right now, this gray color area is the margin. Right now, gray color area means that is not visible or not get printed. Right now, likewise. This is the gray color area is the margin. So when you move the mouse over, when it changes to a double side arrow, you can change it, right? You can drag it. Now that is how you set the margins, right? Now that is the visual way of or you handle how you handle it. Right now, create a margin. Right now, I want to create a business letter or something, right? And right now, create a document or something, and then try to set the margins like apply the normal margin, change it to narrow, change it to wide, create custom margin with these, and then see how it looks like. I quickly try out
So I
in
have
the
one small
yes,
clarification.
yes.
So this is one document is there. How do
Uh,
we know the margin setup of that document?
When you open the document, you can see like when you open the document and if you go to margins, you will see these values. This is
Ah,
what you have
ah,
currently set set margins.
right, right.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Try out this. Okay, if you have previously created any document, like you better use that document and see how it can apply. See, right, and then change the orientation as well, and also, okay, where is that? Change the orientation. What I'm typing, and also set the change the document sizes into a photo letter to legal, and likewise see how it goes. How you set the paper size here, and then we'll discuss how to have the columns. Right. Okay, try out this. I'll give you a few minutes quickly. Right now, let's say I want I want to have the normal setting, right? And let's say I want 5 paragraphs with 15 sentences. See, okay. Right now in this document, right now, um, I want to have the text right now here in like now this is let's say now my okay now title is columns. Right now I'm gonna talk about text columns, right? And then let's say set this as heading 1. Right. Okay. Based on the style, now you can see the theme we have applied already, right? So based on the theme we have applied, it gets selected right now. Now this is the one we have selected right now. Let's say right. Mm, okay. Right now let's say I want like this. Okay, enough. Right, fine. And the font size also let's say Calibri fonts. Okay. Paragraph spacing relaxed. So let's say here body space 12 and then paragraph position fine, alignment left, after 5, before 5, right, line spacing 1.5. Right, now this is what I want right now. Let's say in this document now, I want to have it in 3 columns, right? And then let's say this one has to be centered or something, right? And then I want to have 3 columns. So if I want to set into columns, then I want to select that right now. Let's say only up to this point, I want to have columns. Then I'm going to select 1, 2, 3 columns, right? And then if it is 3 columns is too much, I'm going to say I'm going to go with 2 columns, right? And then I want to have justified text throughout the column. Right now here after the column finishes, then the decision is as normal. One, right? Okay. Now in this one right now, since we have views, like you have seen this in paragraphs, right? Sorry, in newspapers. Right now, sometimes you may require drop cap here. Okay, let's put into drop cap. How can you put into the drop cap? Insert drop cap. Then we can select like this, right? Okay, then we can set the drop cap controls also. Right now, when you use the drop cap options, you can say lines to drop cap if it is 2. You can select OK. Likewise, you can start the drop cap. And then here, this one, if you want to increase the font size, that you can do. Right now, likewise, you can use the columns. That's how you can use the columns. Right now, feel like now the 2 columns is not enough for you. Again, you can go layout. Okay, how it gonna fix for 3 columns that you can try. How it gonna fix for 4 columns you want. Right, let's say 4 columns. Number of columns, then here you have 1, 2, 3 by default. If you want, you can go for 4 columns, then you can try for 4 columns. Right now 4 columns justify, but you know that based on the size and everything, this is how it goes then. So if it is not matching for your one, you can go for 2. Right now what happens to our drop cap now? Therefore again, let's remove the drop cap and then have the drop cap here. Right. Likewise, you can set under the layout. You have the column spaces, right? The column 1 width. Likewise, you can define the each column width as well. Right now, if you want to have many, like let's say, right, width for the column 1 larger than the column 2, then that you can do. See, column 1 and column 2. Likewise, you can change it accordingly using the more column settings. If you want, you can have the equal column width. Otherwise, from this preview, you can see how it's gonna go. See, likewise, you can set. And then if you want a line between for the columns as well, that is also possible. You can put a line between using the columns. Try out these options as well. And then this is how you use the columns. Try out the same thing. You can use the lorem to generate some random text, and then you can try. You can quickly try out. Right. So using the selection pane, if you want to select this now, it is difficult for me to select now. So I'm going to select the selection pane and click on this document, and then you'll be able to get the images that I want to select by clicking from here. Then I can easily move, see, without wasting time. Right. So we have the wrap options available, and then we have the bring forward, send backward options, and the position and the alignment. Likewise, you have align to the whether now when you whatever you selected, whether you want to align it to the page or align it to the margin, that also you can select, right? And if you want, you can select the view grid lines, then you will be able to see the grid lines of your document, right? And then you can align it to the coding. Right now, if you align it to the page, and if you say align to page, align to margins, and then you can select this. Right now, then you can say align to top, align to bottom, right? Distribute horizontally, vertically. Likewise, you can set it as per your requirement. Right now, these are the options available under the arrange. Now, when you select this, right now, these two paragraphs, right now, see, this is where like really helpful the selection pane now. I want to select now. It's very difficult for me to select now. Therefore, remember that. Right now, again, get back to here and this one. Right now, in this paragraph, right now, if I want to indent, right now, if I want to indent, right now, for the left, how much that I want to have it, like you can say 10 millimeters. Right now, you want to have left. From the right also, I want to have 10. And the top was I need to have, previously I was at 5, no, 15. And from the bottom also, I want to have 50. Likewise, for the paragraph, I can set the indentation as per I require. See, now you can easily do that, and the same thing that you can done by using the ruler as well, by dragging and dropping here, changing these also you could do, right? So, see, right now there are places to touch the ruler as well. Right now, if you touch from the top one, you can see only the first line, right? If you touch the bottom one, right now you can see the after the first line onwards. But after the bottom, you can see there's a small rectangle. If you touch from that, the entire thing get moved. Likewise, you can control. Right. See, you can have it defined like this way. From the ruler, you can do left and right, but the top and bottom that you can't do. Either you need to go to paragraph settings using this. Right now, from here, you can go to the layout paragraph settings, or else from the home. And from here, where is this? From here, you need to go to paragraph settings and then line spacing options, then you can do it. So that's how you define those, right? Right, I'll give you 1 minute before we go into the breaks, how to do this quickly. Try out these options, paragraph settings options and the arrange group, all the options available here, try out. And then group also. Now we forgot to do the group, and let's say now these two images, now I have, then I wanted to group it. So if I have select these two images and if I click on group right now, then you can say these two images act as a group. So I can change accordingly, move. If I move one, right, the entire group get moved. So I can easily do that. Even from inside the group, I can change the image position. But like now, eventually, even after I change, then both act as a group, right? Right. Try out that as well. And then um, we are going into the breaks. Right. Right, finish. Shall we? Right now. Okay, now tell me previously we discussed that right now whatever the changes formattings that I have do to here right now should not apply now. The second now this every title I want to start from a new page, right? So how can I do that? Right, whatever I do right now, if I have keep some spaces, now it goes to the second page, start in a halfway through now. Now I want to stop that. Like how can I do that?
Using page break.
Yes, by inserting a page break. Yes, right now we can use insert page break. We have used from here previously. Right now under the layout also we have different type of breaks. You if you want you can use the page breaks. Right now here you can use the page breaks. Right now let me apply the page breaks. Page breaks. Right now third and then this one also the page break. Right now that's the end of the document. Right. Okay then. So whatever I do here now, right now, even though I insert images or whatever, right, doesn't matter at all now because it won't impact on uh, the chapter we have starting right now. Okay, then here, fine. Okay, so right after the paragraph, it would be better, no? Right. So now what I want to do is I want to insert the page numbers. Okay, now last time we have learned how to insert the page numbers as well. And let's say I want to insert a cover page as well for this document, right? I want to insert a cover page. Then how can I insert a cover page for this one? Right now from here, you can say insert a cover page. Right now, I'm gonna set a cover page like this. Right now, okay, this is a cover page. Page and then let's say this part is missing. It's not matching, no? Hmm. Let's say year 2026, document title testing. Right, now we have the cover page added, right? And right, and then before that, I need to have another page for the I need to have the tables of content or something to be generated later on, huh? Not now, but I need to have a page before that. So I have added the cover page, I have added the blank page. Now I have the my pages right now. This is how it looks like now. Right. Right. Then this is the document now. Right. So right. Therefore, like now I thought of right now add the page numbers, right? So like from the insert page numbers, then you can add the page numbers now. Then you can go to insert page numbers right now. At the bottom of the page that I want to add the page numbers right now. One of one, like at the center, let's say, all right, this is the format that I want to have. Then I'm gonna add the page numbers right now. You can see since we have added a cover page, we have added a cover page already. For the cover page, the page is not counted, right? Numbers not added because we have specifically mentioned that as a cover page. We have added it as a cover page. But if you do not select insert cover page, or if you have used a blank page and if you have done the customization, then page numbers start from here. Now remember that. Now here this is where we are going to have the table of contents. Right now this is where we're gonna have the sorry my bad. The table of contents. I'm gonna have table of contents, right? Here. Right now table of contents here, then this page. And then this is the heading text columns and then Like this is how it's gonna go. Right. Now tell me, now do we need the page number start from the table of contents? Do we need to have the page numbers start from the table of contents? Yes or no?
No.
And in a document, let's say we have abstract as well. Okay. Now another page I have. So I feel like I need to have another page here before the table of contents. I need to have blank page that is for abstract or something. And then we have the table of contents. And then this is where the chapter 1 starts. All right. Chapter 1 starts. Let's say chapter 1 intro. One intro is the subheading, heading 2, right? Otherwise you don't see headings now. Right. Then tell me, right now this is how it's gonna go. This is again, here we have an intro, which is heading 2. Right. Okay, now tell me, do we need the page numbers appears from the this abstract page, or what do you call in a book, abstract or preface? So like we have some comments from the writer, okay, from writer, let's say from, I don't know, whatever we have, something from author, text from author, something like that, message from author. Right now we have message from author and the table of contents here. Then actually the page numbers should start from this one onwards. Page numbers start from this page onwards, from the chapter 1. Then how can you do that? How can you do that now? Anyone? Any idea how to do that? Tell me, what do you think? If you don't know, then we can even we can find out. Right. For that, right now we need to use the section breaks right now. So I need to divide it into sections right now. Basically from here, this is a new section, right? So I'm going to select under the layout, go to page breaks, select the section breaks. Right now, I'm going to select section break. Right now, this is a section break, right? Now, if you open headers and footers, right now you can see here. Now, footer section 1, header section 1, header section 1, section 1. Here also section 1, section 1. But now, in this one, section 2, section 2. So, now this is a different section. Then I don't want to have the section same as previous part. I am gonna remove the link to previous one. Now this header is not related to the previous section 1 header. And this footer also linked to previous, I'm gonna remove. Right, now I don't need this section also connected to the previous. Right, now here I need the page numbers here. So I'm going to insert the page number and I'm going to select the bottom of the page. The option that I want to have. Here, this is the one I want. I want to set the page numbers. Right. And then page numbers start from 1. Now I need to start the page numbers from 1. Then I'm going to have the format page numbers. Then start at 1. Start at 1. Right? And now it goes 1, 2, 3 likewise. Then it goes up to 11 pages. Right now altogether we have 11 pages, but actually we have 9 pages. No? So I don't need to set it as 11 of 11 or 1 of 11. I need to set it as 1 of 9. Then I'm going to change the number of pages here. Right. Now I'm going to change it to 1 of 9. Now you can see here, if I change it to 1 of 9, then right now that is not where I should change it right now. Okay, I should have changed it here. 1 of 11, like from the chapter 1. Then I want to set it as 9. Right. Then 1 of 9, 2 of 9, 3 of 9, 5 of 9, 7 of 9, and this is the last page, 9 of 9. And also in the books or some other documents you might have seen it. Right now in the all these like now before the section 1 starts, right? Chapter 1 starts. We have Roman numbers, right? So I am gonna, because this is a different section, right? Therefore, I'm going to use the format page numbers, right? Bottom of the page, I'm going to select a Roman number, right? Oh, Roman number, right? Then format page numbers, then I can select easily number format like this, right? Now, then select OK. Then I have, and then I don't need the brackets, so that I can use with this. Right. Okay. No, I not selected bottom of the page. Okay. Right now here we are in this one. So here if you don't need the format, like you can select this one and then you can set the pages, right? You can see there are 2 sections, right? Now in my document there are 2 sections that I have, and then even in the headings also. Right now I want to have some headings right now. If the same heading has to follow throughout the document, let's say testing heading, and you want to have some logo as well. Logos, I don't think we have here. Right. Right now, let's say I want to have it in the header. Right now, the header, then let's say it's behind the text and reduce the size, testing heading. Right now, like this you have. But now you can see we have 2 sections now. Right, therefore the same thing applied only for the first section. Now for the second section heading, it is not applied, right? So how can we do that? Okay, my goodness, then the answer shoe in our document has changed. Right now, let's see what has happened here. Right now, cover page no heading, right? First one heading, second one heading done. Okay, no heading. Again, here there is a heading. Right now, what's wrong with this? Now that we need to address. Okay, let's go and check what's wrong. Right now, my question was to have the heading for entire document, right? So I don't mind having um the same heading applied for the here the second section as well. From the therefore, I'm going to go to second section and then I'm going to select link to previous. When I say link to previous, then here this also right now, if you have done the changes thereafter, it would apply here as well. Right now, the same as previous appears here. So here, let's say now, right now this should apply here as well. Right now in the throughout the document, it should get applied. Right now, and the page numbers. Then there's a problem right now. What has happened right now? Then we need to figure it out. Now this is section one. This is section one, and this is section two. And then how comes section 5, right? I have, okay, mistakenly then I may have divided into a section 5. So I don't need a section 5, right? So, right now, is there any way to remove the section break right now from where we have done the section break? Now I want to figure it out. Right now, how can I figure it out like from where we have the section break has happened? Right now, you can see here. Now, when you go out the document right now, here there's a page break, and page break, section break. Right now, table of contents, section break. I have a section break. And here, section break. There are two sections, right? Now, section breaks, right? Then, what else we have? There's the column break, okay? And then we have, what else we have? Now, where to find out? There's a page break, that is fine. And um, we have section breaks thereafter. That's what we are looking for. Right now, I could not figure out. Right now, let's see why this is section 5. From where the section 5 starts. Okay, then section 5, and then here this one, this section also right now, how it is linked to previous. No. And this one is different section. How comes that? 1 of 9. Right, then let's remove the section breaks and see how it gonna go. Oh, that section break is for chapter 1. Now this might be because of the column, I guess. Right, okay. Let's see how this comes. Right now, let's for the time being, let's remove the columns and still the section break is there. Intro is the subheading. Drop cap also, what is that? That is not the problem. We have done something. All right, done. Right, then, okay, we are done with this. Let's say this was chapter 1, right? Chapter 1. All right, then chapter 1. Now, this is where the importance of this sign, right? Now, formattings, like you can see it. Now, therefore, remember, always use those. Right now, whenever you are in a trouble, if the formattings are not accordingly work, then you can see where how many spaces that you have put, and then how many sections that you have put. Likewise, you can figure it out. Right now, these are page breaks, and fine page breaks also. No worries now. Okay, now you can see we have only different sections. Right now, let me do the process from the beginning so you can easily see. Right now, heading also, let's remove the heading for a while. Right. Okay, now this is what we have. I don't want the page numbers appears in this page or this page, but from the rest of the pages I want, right? So this is my document. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into the header and footer. You can see this is section 1, right? And then this is section 1 because previously we have divided this into section 2. So we have section 2 start from the chapter 1, right? And the same sections we have. Right now, we want to have the, we don't need to have the, okay, let's say for the first section, I want to have page numbers appears in Roman numbers. Okay, let's say we don't have it even right now. Then I'm going to have it in the, for the first section, insert page number, bottom of the page. I'm going to have this, and we have the page numbers in Roman right now. And once you do it at the very beginning, right now, here also, right now you will see this, when you do it for the very beginning, like all the page numbers will appear here as well. Right now, see, it will appear like 1, 2, 3. Likewise, it will continue. Firstly, appears here. Right now, you don't need this page numbers appears in the section 2. So what you're gonna do here is right now, after the page number, now this section, chapter 1, after the chapter 1, we have a section, header section 2, footer section 2. Now this is where you're going to have the page numbers the way you want. You can insert page number, and I'm going to select 1 of 1, 1 of 2, likewise that format. Okay, that is the format that I'm going to select. Right now, not for the header, I want it for the footer, right? Yes. Footer, right, bottom of the page. Right now, and I want to start the page number from 1 here. So now when I select this right now, you can say footer section also says same as previous. No? So if I have changed the footer, right now you can previously done changes has been gone now. Why? Because this is the same section, therefore, right now, even though two sections, this section use the previous link to previous section formattings. Then it uses the same. Therefore, now whatever we have done is wasted now. So first you need to divide the break. We need to make the break right now. This section and this section footer should not continue. So I'm going to go into section 2 footer and then remove this link to previous. Now this is different now. Then I want to start the page number from 1. Right now I want to start the page number from 1. Then I'm going to go to format page numbers and start at 1. I'm going to say start at 1. And then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Therefore, only 9 pages, right? Therefore, I'm going to set, okay, now this should go up to 9. Instead of 11, I want to change it to 9. Done. Now, here you can see 1, 2, 1 to 9, 1 of 9, 2 of 9. Likewise, it goes. In the section 1, now this section, I don't need this page number formatting. Therefore, I'm going to remove it. Now, removing this part won't affect to this page numbers because these are 2 sections now. Because the link to previous we have removed. Therefore, the link is no longer there. Now, here in this section, I want to have the page number. Start from this. Likewise, I can set. And if you want, you can start from the whatever the format you can define here. Right. Now, for the footer header also, from here onwards, right now, I want to have a header, let's say testing doc. Right, or something like this I want to have. But now you can see the same header appears throughout the document. Why? Because even here in the section 2 header, right now, even now I'm in section 2 header, it is connected as same as previous. If you remove the same as previous, then the header formattings that you have applied for the section 1 won't appear. Right now, that is how it works. Right. And try out quickly. Now you can see, let me show you properly. This is the cover page, no page numbers. This is the before the chapter 1, first page, second page before the chapter 1. This is section 2. And now this one, 1 of 9, 2 of 9, 3 of 9, 4 of 9. Likewise, you have. Then even here previously we had the columns, no, that I have removed, no. Then even this part, it is not a problem. You can set the columns into 2, and even if you want to have the layouts options, that is also possible. Right, everything was possible. Right, now try out these. How would you do this? And then we wanted to have a line between these two as well. Then under the columns, we can have the column options and the line between. Click OK, and then you can see. Right. Okay, try out that. If you have problems with this, please let me know. Then I can help you again if you need it. How to divide the sections and so on. And if you want to have a different section from here, let's say now after this, okay, now I want to have another page, right? I want to have another page, and that is for the glossary, right? I want to have blank page here. But now all the things should end from here. So I'm going to insert a page break, and then this is for the glossary. Okay. Now, whatever the tables of whatever the documents or whatever, and those page numbers also should not be applied into here, right? I don't need the page numbers here. The page numbers right now, this is the additional pages right now. No, I don't need the, let's say now here for these, I don't need the page numbers to be appear, right? So how can I remove the page numbers from here? Right now, then from here, I want to first need to add a section break. Then I need to add a section break, right? Now, if you open, now you can see here, we have a different section now. Now, additional pages that we don't need the section 5, right? So then we don't need these sections. Then what you can do here for the page numbers right now here, we can say link to previous removed. And then here we can remove the page number here. All right. And then likewise you can do. See, that is how you remove the page numbers from there, right? Without affecting to the rest of the document. So, like I have seen this, like some people are creating their documents in as like 3 or 4 word files and take the printout separately. But you don't have to worry if you know how to do that using one document. You can using one word file. You can have different formattings, different, right? That means you can have the cover page and everything generated here, everything in the one file. Okay, try out quickly. Any questions up to now you can ask. And then you can see other breaks types as well. What you have, even page, odd page. Likewise, when you need to divide the sections, how you want to do that, you can try out using this. Any questions up to now, please ask. Try out this page numbering thing, how it works. Right now, in this document now, like let's say now here, we have line numbers or something like that. What is it? Right now, if it is a legal document or if it is a scientific document that you need to refer line by line, so you can have the line numbers, restart each page. Then you can see right now here, even like we with the cursor was here previously, then if it is here in this section, okay, likewise then here, then you can apply the line numbers appears from this point onwards, right? Line numbers. Then if you don't want the line numbers appears on the uh, line spaces, right? Then you can have suppress for current paragraphs, right? Likewise, then here you can have it. Or right now you can have different options that you want to have for the line numbers. Right, then each page, it will start from the one. If you want, you can have start from each section. Right, then if you want to refer to any document, like if you want to refer to any line, anyone can say, okay, page number 5, line number 23, there is an error. Then you have the line numbers displayed. Then it's easier. Right, and then you can remove the line numbers as well. Right now, that is how you use the line numbers. Right. And also you can see there is we have hyphenation. Hyphenation means right now, let's say you have a very large, very lengthy word, like let's say something like this. Right now you can see what has happened. Now, because of this, alignment got upset, right? If you want to divide this right now, this word, you don't want to have this, like you want to divide and connect with hyphen. Then you can have hyphenation, and then you can select manual and where you want to divide. Let's say from here, you can select this. Then you'll be able to see right now how you have done it. Right now, or else like if you want to have in a different place. Right now, let me remove the hyphenation first, and then thereafter. I did not see the message. Right then, check the rest. No. Right now, we can set. Right now, I want to divide from here. Then you could do it like this. Right now, likewise, then here we have the what you call, like now you can see divided by hyphen. Say divided by hyphen. Right now, you can change it, and then you can see like there are options you have, right? How much you have, whether you want to do it automatically or not. Likewise, you can set. Right now, let's say like this much of this one. Right now here, um right now if I want to divide this by, let's say, S, where the S starts, then I'm gonna go into a place where here like this, whatever, you can do it. Right now you can select and do it. Then you can see this is how you divide the larger many characters words. If there's a word with many characters, how you divide into 2 or 3. Likewise you can do it. Hyphenation. Right. This if you want to divide, that also you have to select manual, and then you can select yes. Likewise you can do it. Right. Try out how you can do it. Okay, that is how you do the hyphenation. Okay, then we have references and the mailing and the review. Nothing much. Okay, any questions up to now? You can ask now. Right now we have some chapters and some subheadings that I have added. So right now you can see here, like if I enable the navigation pane, that you will see these are the chapters that I have. I have chapter 1. Inside chapter 1, we have the subheadings like this, right? So how it looks like, let's say the 4th, I'm going to make it as another heading 1, right? And then here I'm going to have new heading, that I'm going to set it as heading 2. And here I'm going to have the second hello, something like another heading 2, and then here heading 3. Now this is a heading 3. Likewise I have. Okay, then what I'm going to do here is, you can see the chapters that we have. 2 chapters we have, and then subheadings also we have, right? So what I'm going to do here is, now I'm going to insert the table of contents here. Then I don't need to type here table of contents here. Right, now let's go to insert references, right? Under references, if you have properly defined styles, then it is very easy. You just need to click table of contents, and then you can add the table of contents generated. See, now you can see here the table of contents generated. Automatically page numbers appears. Then message from author also defined as a heading, right? So this one also not a heading, right? So I'm gonna say non-normal. Then right now from here I have to update this now. Update the entire table. Now that will be disappeared. Right now you can see page numbers accordingly, and the subheadings as required, it will generate accordingly. Therefore, now creating the table of contents is not a problem at all. We can easily do it if you do the styles properly. Then it is a very easy task. And also, if you have done the styles applied correctly using View navigation pane, also you can have an idea how the headings have been structured in your document. How you have structured your headings in your document also can be found from the navigation pane easily, and then you can do it. Whatever you do, it doesn't matter. Now, let's say page number, the second chapter is in page number 8, right? Now, I'm gonna have some few pages I want here. Likewise, then if I update this automatically, this update the entire table, click OK. Then you can see page numbers updates accordingly. So this is how this works. Try out how you add the table of contents as well under the references, right? You can do this, and then in your document, if you want, like we can have the list of figures, list of tables, and the footnotes, right? Endnotes, those also can be added. Right now, here, if you want to add a footnote for this one, right now, this special word, like you want to add a footnote, then you can say insert footnote. Then test footnote. You can see at the end of the page, then same page. Right now, here you will see a 1 here. Then the reader who knows there is a footnote, then the footnote can be found. Let's say you want to have another footnote, test second. Right now, likewise, when the reader reads, then the reader will be able to see the footnotes. Now, this is how you how you add the footnotes. Right now, you have the endnotes as well. Right now, if you want, you can have the endnote. Right now, end note test. Right, that means you can see at the end of the page document, you have the endnote. Now, this is added at the end of the document. Right now, this is like the way you can see endnote test. Right now, that is added at the end of the page. Right now, see, this is a footnote added at the same page, endnotes were added at the end of the page. Right now, that is how you add the footnotes, endnotes. Likewise, you can add. And same way you can have the references. Try out these table of figures and the table of tables. Right now, I have showed you how to add the citations, captions for when you're adding images. Likewise, you can add the insert table of tables and tables of figures as well. Right now, for an example, like we had few images, no? Right now, let's say we have for this image, I want to insert a caption and figure 1 flower. Right now you can select figure 1 flower, right? Then figure 1 flower added. And here, then for this image, I want to have a caption, let's say figure 2 balloon. Right, and then for this one, figure 3 men or something, let's say figure 9 men. Likewise, I have again another figure flower 2. Let's say I have added some figures, right? Images. Right now, here afterwards, I want to have the table of figures I want to have. Then I can select insert table of figures, and then you can select the format, and then you can select. We need to have caption label figures, and then we need to have the table of figures. Then you will be able to see the table of figures added. Right now, we can say table of figures. Right, and then if you want table of tables also the same way, you can add. If you have tables, the same way you can, for an example, if you have a table, right now let's say for a table, when you at the reference tab, you can add a caption, and then you can select this is a table 1 test, right? Likewise, and then if you have add a table, and then here also, if you want to list of table of tables or something like that, if you want, like you can type, and then you have to have insert table of figures. Now you have to select caption label table. We need to get the the figures of insert table of figures and table of labels. That's how you add these figures as well, right? And then you have to see how you can add the references, see how you can add the bibliography as well, right? Rather using Word, there are some other tools also, but you just try how you can do it. And the mailing we will do after we complete the Excel. How you use the same document sent for the many other peoples, we will do after Excel, right? And then go through these references review tabs, and then we will do references, mailing, review. Again, the references we have already done. Mailing tab we will do after the Excel, and the same time you can go to spelling and grammar. Right, if you enable the spelling and grammar, it will show you the spelling and grammar that you will be able to correct these. Right now it will show you this is the mistake. Likewise, right now the balloon spellings are wrong, so you will be able to see the spellings issues it will detect, right? And you'll be able to get the word statistics, the counts, and all the things here, right? Then if we have comments, we have discussed about how the comments works previously, and the translation part also there. Right now in the document itself, if you want to translate, let's say, if you have any sample text that you want to translate, what we have, let's say, what I have sent to you previously, let's take this and translate. Now that cannot be accessed, no? Let's have, let's say we have some text like this here. Right now, this is it. Like now you want to translate, that is also possible. Right now, translate section, rather translate in the entire document, you can select, and then you can translate into different languages, right? Like this is what we have. Let's say, okay, rather having this. Now you can insert in translated text field. Why is it? Okay, I don't know the reason. Right now you can take it like now. Likewise, you can see this is what you have. The same thing you can translate into a different language, and then you can insert as well, or else you can copy and paste as the way you want. So this is how the translate part also working, right? So any questions up to now you can ask. The mailing part that I'm not going to do here today, and then after we complete the Excel, we are coming back, because then we can create list of like people's data in order to send emails or whatever using Excel. Then we can work on that. So any questions up to now? You can ask quickly. Any questions?